Hi, it's Yuenny, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my 3 Neverfulls. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story of each of them and also wear and tear, so that's what I'm going to share with you today. The Neverfull came out in 2007 and originally it only came in the Monogram print. I really liked it when it first came out because I love big tote bags. So I got the first GM Monogram back when it first released. I've not actually seen it in person and also never tried it on. I've only seen it on the website. And I decided to order it without knowing kind of how big it was at the time. When it arrived, I did think it was quite big. It kind of was a little bit big what I needed it for. I just kind of wanted a medium tote bag that I could use every day, but it was a little bit big. And back then I did use them. I did use the bag cinched in quite a lot because it was just too big. And then I kind of wasn't really enjoying it that much because it was so big. So I ended up selling my first GM Neverfull. And I used that money to buy the which then later came out in the Damier Ben print, which I really liked. So I sold the GM and bought the and the Damier Ben. Even then, after 2 years, I think I got it in 2009, the price went up quite a lot. It was over £100 increase, I think, so it was quite a lot. I think the first Neverfull I got was about £380 back then, and I think the I bought it for about 460 or something like that. It was just like around about £100 more 2 years later, and it was actually a smaller bag as well, so increase is quite steep. So here's the that I've got. I've had it since I bought it. It's still kind of the old design on the interior. I really like it. I did consider selling it at one point because, again, at that time I thought it was quite a big bag and I didn't really need it, but I'm actually quite glad I didn't sell it because I do like the old design in the interior, and I just think the older bags are slightly better quality than the newer ones, and obviously it costs a lot more now to buy them. Like I said, this one I think it was 460 when I bought it, but now I think it's at 970 I think for the So then 7 years later I repurchased the GM in the Monogram. I kind of wish I didn't sell it back then. It felt right at the time because I wanted to use the funds to buy the size, which I knew I would like more. I do prefer the old interior, so I wish I didn't sell the old one, but oh well. I repurchased this and I've used it so much. I generally use it as a weekend bag when I go away. It fits everything I need. I did use it for work every day at one point. It fits my laptop and everything I need, and it got to the point where it was so heavy. I did make a video about how much it weighed at one point. It was so heavy, but I do really like this bag. I really wanted a Neverfull in the Damier Azur print, especially when it first came out in the rose ballerine interior. I really liked the combination, even though I'm not a pink person, but I really liked that combination of the Damier Azur and the pink interior. So last year I bought the in the Damier Azur with the rose ballerine interior. I bought this one pre-loved, so I didn't get the pouch with it, and again, this is like the new interior design. I've not used this bag that much because we don't get a lot of nice weather generally, even in the summer, but every time it is sunny out and dry I do tend to use it. So it has patinaed a lot. It was pretty much brand new when I bought it, so the vachetta was really light when I got it, and now it's actually patinaed quite a bit. I love it. I prefer the patinaed look on the vachetta leather than brand new. It's my personal opinion. I have thought about the PM size as well. I probably would get it in the Monogram potentially, but with all the price increases, it's actually very expensive for such a small bag. So I've kind of been holding off. It'll be good to have all 3 sizes in my collection, but even though I don't really need it because I think it's quite a similar size to the Speedy 30. If you have the PM, or if you have any thoughts about the PM size, can you leave a comment down below and let me know kind of what you think about it, because like I say, I am considering. So I'm going to do some close-up shots of some wear and tear on these bags. There are definitely some over the years, especially with the bigger one. It's just inevitable that it kind of gets knocked a little bit more than the smaller sizes. So I'm going to start off with my Neverfull GM in the Monogram print, and as you can see, the front and the back of the top trim, the leather trim, has quite a few signs of wear. I guess because the bag just sticks out a little bit more at the front and the back. Not so much in the middle section. It's not showing as much wear in the middle bit. The handles have softened over time. They're very smooth and just very soft and not as stiff as when I first got them. It used to be a little bit scratchy, especially when I used to wear the bag on the crook of my arm. It would scratch a little bit. Here I'm showing you the bottom of my bag. There's no wear, no scratches, no damage. Here are the corners. All four corners show a little bit of rubbing, but nothing significant, and unless you look close up you can't really see them. It kind of blends in with the rest of the bag. There are definitely some wear on these. I guess they just get flung around a little bit, but I don't mind. Like normally I don't even notice. On the other side not so much, not sure why that is. Also, there's a lack of patina on the little bit that's covered. It doesn't bother me, it's just there and not very noticeable. Moving on to the and the Damier Ben. Again, all four corners show a little bit of rubbing, but not very noticeable considering this bag is 11 years old. There's a little chip on the top of the leather trim. I'm not sure where that came from. It almost looks like because the bag bends a little bit, so it's causing a little crack in the leather. Also on this bag there is nothing at the bottom. There's a scratch on this part of the bag which was caused by a bag charm that I've used a few years ago, and since then I've been put off bag charms on any of my bags because I don't want the same thing to happen again. Moving on to my Damier Azur. I've not had this bag for that long, so there's not a lot of wear on it. The handles are still quite stiff and hasn't softened as much as the bruschetta leather on my Neverfull. Still very pristine and brand new looking. Again, the bottom is very clean at the moment and I'm intending to keep it that way. So those were the wear and tear and my story on my 3 Neverfull bags. I can't imagine getting rid of any of them right now because I love them all for different reasons, especially because they're actually different colours on the interior. Ideally I'd like to add more to my collection, but I know I've got enough tote bags for now. Thank you for joining me today to listen to my story of my Neverfulls and also sharing with you the wear and tear over the years of those 3 bags. If you do have any requests or anything that you want to say, then please leave a comment down below. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!